Google's highly anticipated annual developer conference began Tuesday. Unsurprisingly, perhaps, the event focused mainly on the company's artificial intelligence advancements. In fact, there were 120 mentions of AI during the keynote address. Google leaders touted several new products and features, including its flagship Gemini AI model. Gemini's latest developments come as OpenAI launches an updated version of its biggest competitor, ChatGPT. Lisa Eadicicco joins us from the event site in Mountain View, California. She's the senior mobile editor for CNET, and she has been covering this conference for nearly a decade. Thank you so much for being with us. Okay, so how is Gemini going to set Google apart from the competition?
Yeah, I think the biggest advantage that Google has with Gemini is really just the fact that Google has so many already widely used that it can integrate Gemini into. So search, you have Android, you have all of these products that people already use on a daily basis, whereas some competitors like OpenAI, will have to, you kind of have to get used to using a new product or a new service in order to take advantage of those AI models, right? But for Google, chances are if it's not in some point in the future. So I do think that's kind of the big differentiator here for Google.
So essentially, they have an installed user base existing already. Tell us about the new AI assistant, Astra.
Yeah, so Astra was one of the more exciting announcements from today. So this is just kind of a concept right now. It's not something that you'll be able to use right away, but Google just kind of teased how it'll work. And it's essentially a new type of AI agent that uses audio and data from your camera as well. So you can basically just point your phone at something and ask it a question about that product or item in your environment. And the idea here is to have an agent that can see the world around you and kind of process it almost like a human can. So in the example demo today, they pointed the camera at a container of crayons and said, make me a poem about what you see, or make me a poem about these. And it just knew that they were crayons, and it came up with a cute little poem about them. So that's kind of just like a basic example, but the implications for what this can do, I think, are really significant.
Yeah, especially if it's an assistant. Presumably, when it's rolled out, you could say sort of offload a portion of your assessment of whatever's going on around you by saying, like, help me out with this.
Absolutely, and that's another example that they showed today, was pointing your phone's camera at a string of code on a whiteboard in an office and saying, what does this do, or how can I make this faster?
Yeah. There's also something called building AI responsibility that was a part of the address. What were the takeaways from that?
Yeah, so Google talked about the efforts that it's making to create new AI products responsibly, and based on what we saw in the keynote today, it sounds like an extension of some of the practices that Google already does. For example, they use a technique called redlining, which basically means that it's they're trying to test the product until it breaks, just to see what its weaknesses are. And with that technique, what they're doing now is they're incorporating AI into that process to make it more efficient. So there's that. And then they also talked about watermarking as well. So they're going to be, they already watermark photos, but they're going to be extending that to text and videos as well, so that it can be easier to tell if something was created using AI.
And there are also some advancement when it comes to photos and videos. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so that was some other big news today. Google did talk about some of its new models for creating videos and images. And basically what these models are designed to do is to create really realistic looking images and videos based on text prompts as well. So that was one of the bigger announcements today. But another thing that I think a lot of people will just use in their daily lives is the ability to ask Google Photos questions about the photos in your library. So if you've taken a picture of something to remember it, for example, maybe you don't remember where you parked and you took a photo of the aisle that you parked in, you'd be able to ask something like, where did I park, in the Google Photos app, and it'll know to find that photo. They used a license plate as an example in the keynote, but I think, again, this is something that, even though the examples now are kind of simple, I think it could have big implications down the road.
No more getting lost in the mall parking lot. Lisa Eadicicco with CNET. Thank you so much.